Hi, my name is Brian Scott with online-writing-jobs.com. Today we're going to learn all about freelance writing for magazines. Did you know that freelance writers write most articles you find in magazines? Many newsstand magazines have few, if any, full-time writers. Almost every topic of interest imaginable has an associated magazine. If you like writing, you can always find a magazine just right for you. Magazines pay between 75 cents up to $2 per word for nationally distributed magazines. You can expect about 10 cents to 35 cents per word for smaller, local publications. So what's involved in freelance magazine writing? Well, the magazine market has a large window of opportunity for freelance writers, but you must follow strict guidelines about language, word count, deadlines, and so on. If an editor says he wants 800 words and you submit an 850-word article, then expect a rejection letter in the mail. You'll also need to know how to pitch your skills so you and your submission appeals to editors. Magazine editors will overlook even very talented writers if they fail to market themselves appropriately. So how can you find freelance magazine writing jobs? Well, the Writer's Market, which is a publication, is the #1 source for magazines looking for freelance writers. You can access their listings online or purchase their book at most major bookstores. You can check out writersmarket.com to subscribe. Listings such as these are indispensable for freelance writers because they give details about submission requirements. Follow them exactly for the best chance of an editor accepting your article for publication. You can also find several no-cost resources on the internet for writers. FreelanceWriting.com is a good place to start. FreelanceWriting.com maintains a growing database of magazines seeking writers for articles. A word of caution though, make sure any website you use is current. Submissions sent to the wrong person will tick editors off, even if you got the information from their own website. Avoid this blunder by calling to confirm submission guidelines and contact information in advance. Okay, so how do you put together a strong article submission? The most common way is to submit a query letter, which means letting the magazine editor know who you are and what you'd like to submit. Query letters are usually written to include a self-addressed stamped envelope, so you're sure to get a response. Or, most popularly, you can also email your query letter to the editor these days. A good query letter answers these questions. Question number 1, why is it critical for this magazine to publish your article? Number 2, what do you plan to include in your article that's going to appeal to the magazine's readers? And number 3, what are your qualifications as a writer? Like the article you intend to write, you should write your query letter in a concise and compelling format. Ask yourself what the editor's needs are. You need to make the editor who reads your query letter as excited about your article as you are. You also need to outline whether you'll include quotes from experts, include photos, and so on. Anything that's going to enhance your article. Finally, include any relevant clips you have from previous freelance writing gigs. In other words, if you're hoping to write a financial piece, don't send your clips about puppies and dessert recipes. Proving your writing skills can be difficult if you're just starting. If a magazine hasn't published you yet, try volunteering your writing for community or school magazines. Save everything you have in print. It will get easier and easier to establish your credibility. Another technique is simply to write the article for which you'd like to be paid and submit it to the magazine. It may take a while to get a response, but this shotgun approach can help prove your writing skills without having much experience. Whatever approach you choose, make sure to follow up in about a month or earlier if an editor hasn't replied. Editors appreciate a writer who shows he's serious about working for them. So here's a magazine solicitation example. Below is an example ad. See if you can spot what the magazine is looking for. The ad reads as follows. Topics is a magazine for teens devoted to keeping teens off drugs. We are currently accepting article submissions of 450 to 550 words. Please send submissions to Gloria at the address. Not much information, right? Absolutely wrong. The ad has enough information to develop a great query letter. Here's what we know. First of all, the magazine is for teenagers, so your article should use language that appeals to teens. Secondly, the magazine's goal is to keep teens off drugs, so think of a topic that is cool for teens and promotes drug-free living. Ideas could be coping with peer pressure or drug-free fun on the weekend. You've also got a guideline of 450 to 550 words, so follow it. Knowing the magazine's audience and what editors are looking for is important to getting published by a magazine. If you can identify those two critical points, you'll be well on your way to freelancing for magazines. You can find many more freelance writing jobs for magazines at our website at www.online-writing-jobs.com. You can also visit our partner website, freelancewriting.com, and click on its Freelance Writing Jobs link at the top to find even more freelance writing jobs.